Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. Now, for those of you who may have missed the last couple episodes, we did our multiplayer missions for the very first time, and it seemed like they worked out fairly well for us. Now, there was a few little glitches with me not knowing what we were doing. I thought it was PvP, and it ended up being actually cooperative, so it could have gone a little bit better. Going into it next time, I definitely am going to specify rather than leaving it up to be random. However, we have done pretty much everything we need to do on this level. There were a few things that I wanted to kind of test out, such as building, more Tesla towers and the catapults and things of that sort, but I believe that we've done what we need to do on this level, and we're going to go ahead and progress to the next one. Before we can do that, however, we need to build the last little piece of the puzzle that we're looking for our the second portal piece. I think this is the last one we need, so we need to make some steel real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. We can make that fairly quickly, so we'll let some guy come down here actually make that. The next time around, though, I am definitely going to make these rooms better. They were kind of just pushed here and there very willy-nilly, and these buildings right here where they're actually making things, I feel that they should be right next to this thing right here. This is your main warehouse. This is where they have to deliver everything when they're done with it. It's where they have to take things out of. So I kind of want these things to be right there next to it. So as soon as they're done, they don't have to walk very far to get there. However, it doesn't look all that great to put them up there. And most of the time, this thing is incredibly exposed. It's only later on in the game that you can kind of defend that a little bit better. That's exactly where they go. So if you cover this up with like dirt so that the enemies can't get to it, they will dig down into that area until they finally get to this little thing. So putting things next to it, not normally the best idea. However, I'm going to give it a shot, see how well it works for us, and hopefully it's not too big of a nuisance. Like I don't want that to be something that kind of drives our gameplay, just protecting that thing again and again and again, but it may end up actually being the case. So it seems like we have what we need, so let's go ahead and drag that down there. We have some mithril ingots, just enough. Steel, okay, so it needs one more steel, so we did need 3 of those. It needs some stone, just a tiny bit. It needs some dark crystals. We do have a decent number of those. Considering they're crystals, you're never really going to have all that many of them. And we have some gold. So our stock supply was dwindling down a good little bit. And there you go. I love how the little sign pops up on the top that says exit. Like that's just so ridiculous and over the top, but it's actually kind of humorous and fits in with the world that they have created for us. So let's, without any further ado, guys, click on that and see where it takes us. It's going to say, do you want to leave this world? Yes or no. I believe you can come back to this at any time, so if you do want to come back and try some things out or expand upon the design that you already have, that is always an option. However, we probably won't get to do that until we go through all the worlds. If you guys want to see more of a certain world, leave me those comments down in those videos as we're going through that one, and we will spend more time there. It's getting bigger. It's zapping me in. I think it's loading in. So if you go back to the original world there, you will see what we have. We have small. It's a fortress world. Average size, or average one, the weather. Topography is hills, and difficulty is easy. Game time, 13 hours and 30 minutes. That's, I think, the total time you've played. And then you go to the new world. Now this is going to be medium. It's a little bit bigger than the last one. World type is Ice World. This is going to have snow, which we're going to have to melt. I'll hopefully be able to remember how to do that. You will be able to have ice blocks as well, so you can have like an ice base if you so decide to. Weather events is going to be average, so you're going to get average snowfall and everything else that goes along with that. Topography is going to be mountain, so maybe a bit more stone involved because of it. And difficulty is going from easy to a normal, so the waves will be just a touch stronger than they had been in the past. If you keep going, you'll see that they get bigger. So this is going to be size large. It's a desert one, so not a lot of water. There's no snow to melt. It's going to be very, very rough. This one, you're going to have to refine cactuses. You're going to have to cut those down to get the water out of that. And difficulty still remains normal. It's not until you get to the very last stage where difficulty gets too hard. It's very large on this one. Actually, it just says large, but it's actually a lot larger than most maps. Underground is different. That's going to be a completely different type. Weather events are rare because you're underground. You're not really going to have any. And mountainous, too. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into the land of winter here. And you will see there are our little dudes. Actually, it's we got females this time, so let's take a look around at our surroundings, and while we're doing that, we're going to tell them to cut down some trees, because there is no shortage of needing wood right now. Want to stay far away from this. This little area right here is not going to be our friends for a long time. Stay away from those cemeteries as well. Let's actually zoom out a little bit and get a nice view of what we have. I like the mountains on the left. I kind of like the mountains on the right too, but the right's, we're not going to be able to go there for a long time, so it's probably going to be left that we're going to for the majority. And we've already taken on our first kill. We get an extra dude, we get our totem, and we get some wood. So that's going to allow us to make our base, which I guess is going to be down here somewhere. I want to dig it at least 5 down. Anything less than that, they're going to be digging their way into my base. So let's go ahead and chop this. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way so they can kind of walk down that path a little bit easier until we can build a ladder, because it's going to be a little bit... There you go. Let's do this. I mean, I'm kind of keeping myself exposed here, but I will put down dirt up here on the top here in a little bit. As soon as I go into craft. Do we have any dirt yet? No, we don't have any dirt yet because we haven't really dug into any. It's all been stone so far. Stone and ice. We do have some plants down here. They do hurt tiny little bit, but that's alright. We can use that that little experience we're going to get from killing those. And we're going to come down this way, I guess, into this little area. Get ourselves some coal, some iron. And we'll even come down this way as well. Like I said, I'm going to fill most of this in. Make these stairways nice and neat. How about dirt yet? There we go. Finally, some dirt. Never thought I would actually need dirt as bad as I do. Keep going. I'm going to leave that dirt right there. What do we got? Logger's Book increases the speed at which trees can be cut down. Not a huge thing. It's, actually, let's take a look at our guys and see what they start with. Each one of them starts with at least one ability, and it's going to be completely random what it is. It may be a combat ability, it may be a crafting ability, or it may be some type of gathering ability. So we got Fisherman on this one. That's not going to come in handy for a while because we don't have a fishing pole, and we really don't have any water in this game until we melt it and create our own little pools, unless there's some already down there for us at the very bottom. Carpentry, again, not really all that big of a deal. I want mining on all of them, and I want some sort of fighting on all of them. So whether they're going to be a mage, an archer, or a melee, that's the type of fighting I want on at least one of those 3 on each one of my guys. Then the extra skill, the one that they start with, is just like a bonus. So carpentry and fishermen, those are really things you can't change unless you wipe their abilities. And there's not really a big reason to do that right off the bat. Later down the road, when you start trying to min-max your team and making them really what you want them to be rather than what they kind of started with, you could do that kind of thing. But remember, when you wipe it, you don't just wipe one of their skills, you wipe all of their skills. So it is kind of a big thing to do. It's not something you should take very lightly and just be like, oh, maybe I feel like doing that right now. Like, no, think a little bit more into it before you do that. So we do have the ability to craft a few items. Let's see. We are going to go with a better pickaxe if we can. Yeah, we can go with that. And it is allowing us to actually make these by clicking the button because we did it in the last level, which is absolutely fantastic. I love the ability to do that. That's pretty cool. And those are done. So let's go ahead and put those on our guys. We'll put that down there and right there. Not very good, but we can recycle these down the road if we really decide that we want to get rid of them. Keep in mind, though, especially if you watch the very first set of videos already, you will see in those that a lot of the time the items that you build early on are then used in later recipes as themselves, especially when it comes to pickaxes. So you'll use like a steel pickaxe in recipes down the road. You'll use a steel sword in some of the decorative items that you can make, and you may decide, rather than recycle them and only get a small portion of them back, just use them in their whole as that decorative piece. It's kind of cool. It adds comfort rating, which allows you guys to sleep better. It makes them a little bit happier. There's a few things that go involved in that you may find is going to be a good thing for you. You guys are doing fairly decent. Just wish I could do this top piece up here, kind of close it off a little bit. Maybe right there. Because, you know, our wave is... What is the wave? That's our next level. Actually, it doesn't show a wave coming in just yet, but it is going to at some point. I think maybe it lets you get to level 3 or something before it does that. And remember, at nighttime, it becomes a little bit less forgiving up there. Now, we're going to start getting some leaves, some plants growing down here, because it is dark, and we don't have any torches going at the moment. So we can make a few of those if we got the recipe for it. Do we have a recipe for it? Does not look like we do. We do need to make a bed, so let's go ahead and make one of those. And we need to get some more leaves, so I'll tell this guy up here to chop those down. And also go ahead and start changing up some of the dirt. So we're going to replace all the rears with, let's get rid of that. Replace rear snow. I want all this snow for myself. Normally you wouldn't be able to chop down any of these blocks right here, but you are able to replace them just by kind of clicking these things on there. Ah, here comes a Yeti. Didn't really want to take on the Yeti, but I guess we're going to have to. We don't really have a choice. Some of my guys may end up dying. They're definitely going to need a bed after this. Oh, they're actually doing fairly decently with no weapons. Like just the basic weapons that they started with. Wow. All right. Nice. These guys are pretty tough. Let's go ahead and replace. Now, just because I replaced the snow does not mean more snow is not going to fall. In fact, there we go. We do got a wave incoming, I guess. Nighttime. Come on, take them out. Woo, we got an extra guy. We got some lard, and we got some stones. I like it. Let's go ahead and replace the stove right there. Yeah, you guys are good. Got a new dude, and this little ghost right here is kind of annoying. He'll come by and just throw things outside your little storage yard, making you have to come back and put it all back inside again. Just waste time on your little dudes. Carpenter's book increases the speed at which wooden objects are made. Let's go ahead and get some of this iron just so we can say we have it. Let's take a look at what else we can make. We're going to need to make some more beds. We don't have any more leaves yet, so we didn't get any off of that tree. I think you're going to need to get them off of bushes instead of trees. We're going to need beds. Right there. There we go. And more leaves as well. How about this? Can we make one yet? Nope. Still need more iron ore. We can, however, make another one of these, so we'll do that. And we'll give it to our guy so he at least has something in his hand. And he is an archer. So he started out as a warrior class. That means we can give him something else. Carpenter's book and a logger's book. Let's see. Fisherman and carpentry. So we'll give you logging and mining down the road. So he's going to be somebody who can chop things down. Yeah, because he doesn't necessarily need to have a crafting ability. Let's see. We got a bed. Let's see. This is going to be one room. This is going to be the door or the ladder right here on this one row. So we're going to need a doorway right there, and we can't put it right next to the doorway, so we'll put it right there. Hopefully that went down. It should show a highlighted little mark right there, but it's not showing it. So that might have just disappeared when I put it down. That could have glitched out or something. She has it on her, though. Wonder why it's not showing up over here, though. Huh. Is it because she has it on her and she's not going to bring it over here? Very, very strange. We'll see what she does with it. It might just pop right back down here on the bar in a second. She threw it down, which means somebody else has to pick it back up. Yep, there we go. So there's the ladder, there's the door, and one over. There you go. That is how it should be. Drawers will only sleep inside, so we do have to put down the totem, but we also have to put down a doorway up here so it's closed off and not actually opened up. So we're gonna need a lot more wood. Let's send our guys out here to get some wood real quick. Gonna need a fair, decent amount. I think it's 2 to 3 per ladder. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those just to get down to our level. Preferably a little bit more to get down all the way here. Now, is it better to have your beds next to the top of your base or further down, I would actually have them separated into small little areas here and there so that your dwarves are able to sleep in different parts of the map, just in case one is ever compromised. Sometimes the enemies do get down here, and if the enemy is inside your base, especially if you have areas of your base that are sectioned off with doors, that will allow people to kind of sleep in those areas if there's an enemy on the other side of that doorway still. So you can have your enemy, or not your enemy, your base compromised, and people still be able to sleep. But if one area is all your beds in one space, that kind of stops. Sorry about that, guys. I had to cough there. But yeah, if you have all your beds in one spot, it's not a good thing. It's like putting all your eggs in one basket. If something goes wrong, none of your guys are able to sleep, and because of that, they can't regenerate their life. And if it's one of those things where you're just so close to being able to kill those 2 or 3 mobs that manage to get past all your other defenses, and if only like 1 or 2 of your guys could sleep, you could win the day, then you're going to be out of luck because they're just not going to be able to sleep because of that situation. So spreading them out usually is the best way for you. Plus, it kind of looks a little bit better having 2 or 3 people in one room rather than, 15 or 16 beds. Like, you can't imagine the snoring of these guys when they're all sleeping after a really, really tough night that you guys went through. The snoring can be really, really severe. So yeah, definitely not my suggestion when it comes to bed placements. We need more leaves, guys. More leaves. We need some actual... I don't even see any over here. Any, maybe some of these. Let's actually go into our crafting. Where is our portal? Portal. There we go. Let's put our portal over here. And we're going to make our portal come over here just so that we can get some of these leaves. We'll also chop down the tree, kill off the sheep. We need that wool for a few things. There's some ice over here too, and there's lots and lots of iron. So that's going to be a thing that we go after here in the future. And you can hear the water over here. Remember, this rock right here in the middle is not breakable. Maybe at some point they're going to make it that way, and all this water can come flowing in and go to the lava and maybe create rocks or some kind of craziness. But for now, not a thing. You can see some water is building up down here. I believe it's the snow that is melting, so that could be one of the ways we do that. I believe it was ice and a torch that causes it to melt for you as well. And we're going to go ahead and get this sand, just because I haven't seen sand anywhere else on the map yet. Let's see, they're going to get all of this. There's that little angry bird right there. I don't know if that's what the programmers thought it was supposed to be or not, but he looks exactly like one of the little Angry Bird games. Come on, guy. Go back to the base. Go back to the base. Oh, what do we got? Carpenter's book. We're getting a lot of those. Increases the speed at which wooden objects are made. This is going to be a little weird because he's not going to be able to get up there. Collect sand. We got an extra guy. We got some more sand and some cones. These guys are going to have to eat fairly soon. Let's look at them. They are pretty decent on food at the moment. They're going back with it. You guys are fine. Alright, that should be enough for them to get all of this, I hope. Now, somebody was saying that the fact that the bigger backpacks actually allow you to carry more is a better item to put into your little dudes, rather than a extra slot for either chopping trees down or whatever their crafting ability is. Sometimes you get a ladle that could help increase your cooking skill, things of that sort. I'm going to try it out this time. We're going to put backpacks on our guys to see if that makes a bigger difference, see if it seems to give us more out of it. But when you're cooking food, the fact that it increases your efficiency at it, I don't know, that either means the food is better, or you guys are not going the long way. Get back to base. I'd rather waste a little bit of mana. Don't have a lot of it, as you can see, 17 out of 21. As you level, you get more and more. How you guys doing over here? We need to make more beds. I don't think I have enough to make 2. Nope, just 1 more bed, and we're still going to have to find some more leaves. We are going to need some ladders, though, so let's start putting the ladders down. I think we need 12 to start with. Going to put that on the second row. Hold the control button down, in case you guys are wondering. Control button will give you the second bar so that you can have multiple items on different rows. Let's put that there. Ah, we got an enemy here. We're going to go ahead and kill him. Some of our guys are still damaged, so they're not going to do too well, but hopefully some of our the numbers we have on our side should win the day. Yeah, buddy. Nice. We got some skeletons here. Let's go ahead and kill them. Guys are going down. Ooh, one of my guys is almost dead. And you're not going to last too much longer on your own. Oh, where's our house? He's still holding... Oh, nice. Wow, look at that. That is crazy. Now, we did get quite a bit of the ladders down very quickly. I am liking that. So we're going to chop some of these trees, or not trees, some of these rocks down. We're also going to chop both sides. Actually, not that one. Both sides there. And let's put down another ladder. Task complete, collect some stone. Those early missions, early quests that they give you, you may think of them as very, very simple things that you will get naturally, but they do give you a decent amount of experience, and they usually give you an item that you actually want. So you can get some extra pickaxes, you're going to get some extra, like, club is pretty cool. We're going to give that to, I guess, anybody. Nobody's really melee right now, so it doesn't really matter. We got some boots, so we'll give you some boots. In fact, she actually had some boots on her. You can see them right there. Winter boots, which is kind of cool. They don't come off when you put this one on, so I guess they're not technically an item itself. And we have books. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and put the ladder down. We're going to need to seal this up, so let's do a piece of dirt right there. We'll chop that down, and we're going to make a hatch. A wooden hatch for now, because that's all we got is wood. So let's go ahead and make one of those. We'll drag that down to the second row, and we'll also drag this down to the second row as well. This totem is what we're going to be using to actually make this a house. And I'm going to put the totem right here in between the two areas. This side is going to be maybe some more beds. There seems to be a lot of iron over here, so we're going to be using that for a number of things. We need some pickaxes, so we're going to snag these. Let's actually replace iron ore. Replace rear. Let's chop all of this sucker down. Torches are another thing we're going to need to put down, so let's go ahead and snag some of these. Let's do about 44. We really don't want to put too many down, because we also want the ability to... Oh yeah, we get an extra guy. We also want the ability to make better items to give us light. And some of the light you can get in this game actually gives you comfort rating. So if you can kind of hold off on that, don't put too many of them down, you don't have too many to replace in the future. So let's see, let's put some dirt here. And we will probably take off this row, this third row here at some point. Or maybe we'll just come down one more row, because I kind of like having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we want at least 5 here. So let's go ahead and fill these back in. Replace snow. Oh, we gotta chop that down, so let's hold off there. We're gonna go in there and hollow all that out. I want all that snow. I want all this just to be regular dirt. Yeah, buddy. Give me that. Give me that water now. Wow, they cut through it so quickly. Find iron ore. This side over here, gonna get the same treatment. Let's do this. Let's replace stone so things can actually grow on it. We'll replace snow. We'll chop all this down. And we'll do dirt right there. Oh yeah, they're moving now, guys. They're moving now. Let's see. Oh, we got our first Warriors book. Increases the damage inflicted by melee weaponry in close combat. And we actually have somebody with a Warriors book. Now, we can't put these right next to each other. You can see they kind of overlap, so we do need to space that out just a tiny bit. And let's put a torch right there in the middle. Oh, yeah, you guys got it now. Let's do some more dirt right there. You guys do not want to get all the way up here, so let's do this. Oh, there you go. And this will be the last row we fill in. Don't leave any gaps if you can afford it. Come on, get in there. How about over here? Same thing. Let's chop all of this down, guys. Get in there. Let's see, what else can we make? Wooden hatch we still got to put down, even though we already made it. Wooden bridge, we don't want to do any of those yet. We need to put this down as soon as possible. I keep forgetting to do that. Torches, no, not for now. Wooden chest actually doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of there for... it says it holds more useful items, but it doesn't. It's just comfort rating is kind of nice. We do need to make a workbench, which means we're going to need a table, and we do have the resources to do that. So let's make 4 of those tables. We're also going to need to make some fire cooking pot. Can we do it? We can. We'll make 1, and then we're going to go ahead and make some pickaxes. We need quite a few of these. Wood. So this one is not letting us do. I guess my idea that it was letting us do it because we did on the last level is not correct. Maybe it was just letting us do it. You need to build a forge, craft this item. Okay, so that's why it's not letting us do it. And we got some light in there. Let's see. Let's put this down. Let's actually chop that down first. And we'll put the right there. And now that we have that open, it's still not going to classify it as an actual house yet. Smithing book increases the speed at which objects are made from metal. Nice. And you guys are filling this in rather well. Let's do some more. Put these things down. Now, if you put this one here and this one here, sometimes they fill this one in first and leave this one open. In fact, 99% of the time, that's exactly what happens. So if you don't want that to be the only one there, just kind of give them some time to do it. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the butt either to fix that or just leave it there, and you're going to constantly see, you know, a gap, which is, for some people, probably not a big deal. For other people who are a little OCD about it, it may be very, very annoying, and it's definitely one of those things for me. It's kind of, it will drive me nuts if I do that. Let's do a backdrop, because they can put that thing down now. We're still waiting on that one. Let's chop that down as well. All right. Looking good, guys. It's looking good. Let's put down... Actually, I kind of like not having any torches over here for now, because we need... And these dudes, we need that... the leaves that will occasionally drop off of them, which I'm hoping actually ends up being a lot more often. Let's chop you down, and we will start putting that right there. How's it working? You guys still going down the long way, huh? Yes, they are. All right, we're filling this gap in. Let's do that. Yep, we're doing it that way. And close that up. We'll close that up because they can get to it from either side, either on the top or the bottom. How are you guys doing over here? You still haven't put this one down. They're going to wait for the very last second. They're going to wait until I forget about it and fill in everything else. Close you off, and that one as well. And that's the last of my dirt. I actually have no more dirt left. And now you see where it was all nice and neat up here? Snow has gathered. However, the trick behind this is if you do not want snow to gather on your map, I was going to say you could use trees, but apparently they fixed that. And now the trees are not a deterrent from that happening. Which is fine, because I actually want the snow over here. I want both. I want the trees and the snow. We have no more... Yeah, we have no more of that, so let's grab this. We're coming straight down this way. We're going to keep coming down. I can't gather the water in liquid form because I don't have a bucket. And I won't have a bucket for quite some time, so either I buy it with gold, which is always a possibility, or I just kind of forgo not having it. Now, if you don't have enough ladders to go down all the way one by one, do every other one. That will allow them to climb up one little thing of ladder, jump to the next one, and so on and so forth. And if they do fall, they only really fall one height, which is really not that much damage. But later on down the road, you can kind of fill that in if you need to or if you want to. Let's close that down. Comfort is poor. It's at 5%. Comfort is moderate. It's at 25%. So just kind of figured out that there is no hatch anymore. The hatch has been destroyed by the enemies, who will be coming into my base here fairly shortly. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're not. Let's see. How is my hatch? Can I make another one? I can make another one. We'll make 2 because those are going to get destroyed quickly. Can I make another bed? I can make 1 more bed. So we got a bed there. Let's do 3 in 1 for now. It's going to be a 3-bedroom right next to the top floor. Let's chop these guys down. And he's trying to dig in. So this is the place that they have decided that they want to be the area of our attack. But we can stop them, and that immediately fixes the rock. However, now they are in my base. And this guy is trapped, so he will not run away. He has nowhere to go to. And this little girl right here is, he's dead. He's, oh my god. He survived. What are you doing? Don't go in there and attack. Go, why? Why would you do that? You have no life. I realize you don't have a bed yet, but, like, that was just stupid, dude. Now I have to wait, how long? It's like 5 minutes? Yeah, like 5 minutes for another one to come back. And I lose whatever stats he had, as well as whatever stats that he kind of, built up in the... Oh, my God. And a little dwarf. We should have some, like, dun, 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 dun music, you know, to kind of show how somber the occasion is there that he died. Sorry, dude. Sorry. We tried. We tried. Let's see. Can you put a brick block down? Maybe? Get out of there, dude. Go back to base or something. Anything? Like, other than standing there and looking weird? Like, what are you doing? There you go. Jeez. How about now? Can you guys do it? Oh, man. Okay, well, you know, we're gonna fix this real quick. Let's see. Go res control. You, my lady, are gonna do what they could not. When you're controlling them, you have 2 spaces that you can go. I kind of hate doing this because I feel it's like a little bit of a cheat. There we go. Close, close. And then we will release. Now they can chop the rest of that down. Let's get a little bit more wood while we're here. We'll get that snow as well. It's actually not letting me do the snow until I get that wood. And let's get all of this. Ah, we got a nice little thing of water over here, just kind of falling down. Let's see, where are... There we go, put that down as well. And then at least 2 people. Just 2 of our tiny little small dwarves should be able to get some sleep. Let's put one there as well. What are you guys doing? Can I make another bed? Yes. Okay. One more bed. Don't really want to put it on this side, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to dig down. 1, 2, 3... do we really want the bed there? I guess we can. So if we're going to dig this block down eventually, so this row is 3, then we will do... This will be the bottom. So this is where we need to dig. So right here, we'll do these 2 blocks. So give us a little bit more dirt, and we'll fill out this block right here on the bottom, this next row. If I can click on this, we'll do this next row here after they've done these 2. That way, if it's 3 long, they won't have anything to stand on, which is why I didn't do this one either. Oh, come on, guys, get all these. And one more block there. Apples cookbook, yes, 13th edition, revised and expanded. Also, the poisonous mushrooms and berries included in the previous edition have been removed because I guess it's a little too dangerous. Look at these things; they're falling just like sand, however, a little slower, but still kind of cool looking. How are you guys doing? Come on, you can do this a little faster, guys. And it's snowing again, so you're just never going to be able to keep up with this, but you can try at the very least. It is snowing down. Oh, that's where that water is coming from. It's the snow slowly drifting down through the open areas into the bottom of my base where it's nice and warm. Let's go ahead and grab these as well, because I think we're going to end the first episode here. I hope you guys have liked these episodes. In the future, we're going to start finishing off our base. As you can see, we're nice and deep inside here. Nothing to cause us any troubles. We got some people finally sleeping down here. We got the 3rd bed being put into place. We're going to have a few more beds down here. And once we get that done, we're going to have our workshops being built. I think up here somewhere. I'm kind of hesitant to put them there now that I'm thinking about it. There is an ability that we can get later down the road once we upgrade enough items and we get past the skill tree. We can get to the point where we can build our own warehouse, and we can put the warehouse wherever we want. Now, it's not super cheap. It does cost a fair bit of money, but it is the ability that we can get, which is something I think we're going to take advantage of more in this playthrough than any of the other ones, just because I think it's going to be more efficient. As always, guys, I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.